Hi everyone, jina langu ni Paul aka Rajput. I'm introducing Dr. Jakari Damages in Nairobi. Karibu Harambe.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York City.
Yes. New York City is so great that we came second in a study of American cities with the most rats.
Oh,
we love we came second for the first time in the history of that study. Chicago defeated us. But don't cry for New York City. Don't cry for us. We are not surprised. We know the reason why we came second.
Why, Doctor?
Donald Trump left New York City. The man left with enough rats that we fell to number 2.
Oh my God!
By the way, do you know who is the president of a U.S. Virgin Island?
No,
you don't know. Donald Trump wants to invite him to the White House. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Last week, President Donald Trump said that he spoke with the U.S. Virgin Islands president. I'm not making it up. Look at it. Yeah, he spoke to the man. It used to be that the president of the United States is also the president of the U.S. Virgin Islands. But not anymore. Since Trump went to the White House, that changed,
Wow.
And people said to me that the man has not started smoking or drinking something. I don't understand it. I doubt it. Or maybe this is one of the side effects of grabbing them by the... You know what I'm talking about? Like this man. Now. In another study, Cairo, Egypt was named the most dangerous mega city in the world for women. The most dangerous. Now, for some reasons, Lagos was stuck in the middle of that list. A part of me said, I need to find out why Lagos was stuck in the middle. And I was told that the study was conducted the week that the video's 3 friends dropped dead.
Hey.
That was it. So you could understand why researchers in Lagos were more worried about young men around Davido than women, Shodi. They were worried about young men dropping dead. That was why Lagos was not on the list. Now, the best city for women all over the world is London. London, yeah. Now, to be fair to the city of London, it has always been on the top list since Prince Charles dumped Princess Diana and married Camilla. If that could happen, why not? I mean, women, it's a wonderful city for women. For him to dump Diana and marry, you know what I mean. Now, this year, Moscow was supposed to be second on the list. But then, Dino Melaya went to Moscow.
Oh my God.
I have since apologized to Russian women for not warning them that our most efulefu of senators I should have warned them that we were sending a full senator to their country, but I didn't. So I apologize for not doing that. Look at him. Now, talking about a fulefu, who doubles also as agafu. We call that agafulefu. That's what we call that. If you are a fulefu, you also double as an agafu. You are agafulefu. Agafulefu. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the Imo State Governor, Mr. Rochas Okorocha. Is it Rochas or Rochas? What is it? I think Rochas. It's Rochas. Is it okay? No, let me start the story from the very beginning. Okay. The people of South Africa, it's in for those who know, it's in the southern part of Africa. They have killed so many Nigerians in the last two decades that if you line up dead Nigerians on the streets, it will go from Cape Town to where?
Hey!
If you line the people they've killed, it will go. I'm telling you. Now, just last week, South African police killed this Nigerian man in broad daylight. Look at him.
This is the younger brother. 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 This is the disease. This is the disease. They just killed him. A student of our university of technology from Ogun State, Nigeria.
Oh my God.
They don't even wait till they get inside the prison to kill them anymore. They don't have time for that. They kill you anywhere. Has the South African president, Jacob Zuma, done anything about that?
No.
Has he said anything about that? No. He has no time for that. Not when he's busy taking shower to avoid catching HIV. And when he's not doing that, you find him busy taking kickbacks from defense contractors and using state funds to build helicopter pad
Wow.
in his private home. Jacob Zuma is so corrupt that once every 2 weeks, the opposition will move a motion for no confidence vote on him. Once every 2 weeks, you know. So this is the man, the African leader that Agafulefu of Imo State, Okorocha, decided to honor with a statue. And guess what? Jacob Zuma came for the honor. I can't believe that. He also got a chieftaincy title and a road named after him.
Oh my God.
Now, his chieftaincy title is Obundibo, one of South Africa. Yeah. It all depends on how you pronounce the Obu. It could mean the killer of Igbo people or the rope of Igbo people. It depends, it depends. Now, some of you online were outraged over this honor.
Yes.
But that is the weakness of the Nigerian masses. They are not as sophisticated as their leaders.
No.
They don't understand the deeper meaning of the acts of their leaders.
No.
You know what I mean? To help the Nigerian masses, because, unfortunately, I'm not part of them. To help the Nigerian masses to understand, I, Dr. Damages, called Rochas Okorocha.
Okay.
And I asked him, Governor, why did you build this statue of Jacob Zuma in Imo State? Here is his answer. You know that I love my people. When I saw that they were worshipping that small god called Nnamdi Kanu, I decided to build a big god for them to worship. That was his answer.
Wow,
Now, Rochas are like that. So, Governor Okorocha's move was a well-calculated one. People don't understand that. It is the biggest deal of the century. The fine line says that in case we leave power and they come after us, we should trade places. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You can come and live in my 100-room mansion in Owerri, and I will go and live in your mansion in South Africa. That's the deal. That's the deal. People don't get it. Great deal, I said. If you ask me, it's a great deal. Now, most of you were outraged about the statue of Jacob Zuma, but there are 6 other ones waiting to be unveiled. Look at them.
Whoa.
There are 6 other ones. Yeah. I have looked at them and I can tell you with 130% certainty that one of them is Nkiru Sylvanus. Oh yeah. If she doesn't get one statue, then it means that Rochas Okorocha is not as smart as I thought. All of you noisemakers, I'm just telling you, none for nothing like that. All of you noisemakers do not know that Jacob Zuma has a statue of himself in South Africa. Oh yes, he does. It is not a new thing for him. The difference is that his South African statue is more polished than what Rochas did in Imo State. Oh yeah. What Rochas did is more like abstract painting. You know what I'm talking about? It didn't show the greatest attributes of the man. You know what I'm talking about? It didn't show the greatest attribute of the man. The one in South Africa is the real deal. It's called Impressionist Art. Look at it. Look at it. It's wonderful. No, this is what I mean. Do you know the funny thing? Instead of thanking us, South Africans got mad. I don't get it. I don't understand those people at all. You guys say that they are real Africans. Are they really Africans?
Nah, we don't know, doctor.
This is what they've been saying. We dash him to you. You can even give him your green card. This South Africans, what they are saying. Another one said the state that all the criminals and drug dealers in South Africa come from is honoring one of their own. They don't have any fear. One other one said one of Africa's most corrupt countries honors one of Africa's most corrupt presidents. Now, this is my question. What is wrong with South Africans? What is wrong with them? Now, talking about high-level corruption in high places, how did that NNPC thing resolve, the $25 billion contract scandal? How was it resolved? Has it died the same way that the grass cutting contract, the one by the Secretary to the Federal Government? You remember that guy? Babachir Lawal. Did he die the same way? Last time I checked, the smart Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, you know him, Dr. Kachukwu, he said there was no fraud involved. He said there was no fraud, that the letter he wrote to the president was all about bad governance and disregard of due process. I said, yeah, man. So what brings about poor governance? Why do people prefer poor governance to good governance?
I don't know, doctor.
I'm asking the question. Ibe Kachukwu, I'm asking you. What does poor governance lead to, if not fraud? See? Even you missed your own obvious conclusion. The man missed his conclusion. Now, the president issued several press statements, all in defensive postures. Did you see some of them?
Yeah, doctor.
When they are not busy attacking the press as ignorant, and mischievous. Did you see that? They were attacking, people like Ipinero, ignorant and mischievous. They are attacking the citizens on social media as dumb and misguided. Look at, Femi Adesina did that.
Wow.
Even the vice president, who used to get it all together, was running from pillar to pole, trying to explain what he approved and what he did not approve. He is a man of God, so I will take him for his words. If he said that due process was followed, I believe him. If he said that he approved only loans and not contracts, I believe him. If he said that the report he submitted to President Buhari on the former Secretary to the Federal Government, that is in the deep freezer, cooling off, I believe him. Anything they say, I believe them. I just know that when it comes to the whole NNPC drama, I give the final word to Asare Dokubo. Watch.
You dig a pit for good luck, Buhari, you are the one falling in. You will continue to fall into the pit that you have done. Even your Vice President Sibanjo now don't get PhD for lying.
Mr. Dokubo, wait. You are talking about the man of God. Eh? Come on. Man of God. Come on. Please. Calm down. I tell you, the greatest threat a government faces is not of citizens running out of patience. No, that's not it. But of citizens running out of benefit of doubt to give the government. Sasha! Tweet that out. You don't hear this on OK Bakasi show. Tweet this out. Talking about doubts. I doubt if I will be in Kenya next week. Do you think I will go? No. I don't think I will go. For the redo of the redo of the country's presidential election. The point is that there is a doubt that is to even happen. The election will even take place. Because the candidate for the opposition party, Raila Odinga, he had dropped out. Yeah. Instead of participating in an election, he is busy preparing for a mother of all demonstrations on the same day. So, Dr. Damages don't want to, no, I don't want people to call me and say, are you still in that country? Now, one of the commissioners for the electoral body also took off and came to New York. And she's saying that there is no hope for a credible election in Kenya. So this is what I'm saying. My thoughts and prayers are with Kenya at this time. I want to say this before there's tragedy, because people wait until tragic situation and they say our thoughts and prayers. I want to say for now, my thoughts and prayers are with Kenya. How did that wise man say it? Those who fail to plan to fail. Yeah, that's good. Is that really true in all cases? Can we check with honorable as member of the House of Rep, Gudajika Zurich?
Our economic is doing like this. It's doing like this. It's blinking, shaking.
Can we check with him? Because that quote is not really, I don't know if it works in every case. Watch.
Prophet Muhammad said, marry and have children so that I can be proud of you on the day of judgment. That is what the Prophet says. So seriously, if we are Islamically, there is no any plan. So when you force a Muslim to say he must plan for his children, it means you force him to violate the rule of his religion.
Oh my God.
Sasha, mind yourself, myself. When we talk about planning, we don't mean this is not that type of planning. Why are you playing that video now, Sasha? This is not the kind of planning I'm talking about. This one is for the gods to deal with. Come on. This is a segment we call Secrets of
Pictures.
It's based on the premise that a picture is worth more than 1,000
words.
Now, the first picture you're looking at, wonderful picture of the Prime Minister of Netherlands. He went to see the king of the country on a bike.
Wow.
On a bike. He went to tell him, imagine that, he went to tell him that he's ready to form the new government. Isn't that wonderful?
Wonderful.
Do you think that this kind of prime minister will get a statue in Imo State?
From Russia.
Not on a bike? No, forget about it. Forget about it. Now, the picture you're looking at is that of the new Are Ono Kakanfo of Yoruba land. Oh yeah. That was the new Kakanfo when he was still the leader of Odua People Congress, OPC. Now he is the inheritor of the title once held by Chief MKO Abiola.
Wow.
That's the man. I'm telling you.
This is Gani Adams?
Gani Adams, yeah.
Wow.
And people are telling me that there is no hope for Nnamdi Kanu. There is hope. He could become the next Are or no Kakamfo of Igbo land.
Yes.
I mean, in the next few weeks, this is the segment we call retweet is not
Endorsement.
We are saying that when we retweet something, we are not really endorsing it. And of course, the tweet we picked today is that of our favorite internet senator, Ben Bruce. You guys know him.
Yeah.
The common sense senator. Yeah. In the tweet, he said that we keep borrowing left, right, and center to pay an over-bloated government. Now, our debt to GDP ratio is approaching unsustainable ratio. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, he has a point. He has a point. Now, my reaction is this. I know, right? Your Senate keep approving government loans and their requests left, right, and center, like automated and overfed zombies.
Hey!
I'm just telling you, that's what they do. That's it. Farmer to die by hanging in Delta State for robbing victims of 170 naira and Nokia phone.
What?
Yeah, that's reported by this day.
No way.
For that, he is going to die by hanging.
Wow.
I mean, if that is the case, what should we do to people in the Senate? And lawmakers, all the people in government, what are we going to do to them?
Put them in the oven.
In the oven?
Put them in the furnace.
They will stay there. We need something bigger to do to them, If this man is dying for robbing 170 naira and a cell phone, Nokia, not even an iPhone. Can you imagine that? Buhari told us to focus on northern Nigeria, says the World Bank president. Did you hear that? The president of the World Bank, Buhari told him, just concentrate on northern Nigeria.
What about my
No. I'm sure that Buhari has a reason for that. He must have a reason for that. I'm sure. Other than the fact that because Gowon and Shagari and Babangida and Abacha and Yaradua, they all focused on southern Nigeria. They all focused on southern. He has other reasons. He must have. They must have. This is my conclusion. Buhari will have been the greatest president Nigeria never had. If not that he won that election in 2015. People will have been saying, oh, if only this man had been president, Nigeria would have been good. Sasha!
Tweet that.
Anyway, I will restructure the EFCC when I become president. Says our president, Fayose, you know him? The executive governor of Ekiti State. He will reform EFCC when he becomes president.
Wow.
I think that's a great idea. Don't you think so? We need to do something like that. The only problem is, how does he go from government house to presidency without first entering EFCC net?
Yes, exactly.
Because there's a net waiting for him as soon as he's out of office. I don't know how he will come out from that net to become president, but he will do it if he gets to be president. Nonsense. Buhari is surrounded by thieves, says Kenyan law professor Patrick Lumumba. You know the guy. He said that Buhari is surrounded by thieves. This is my question. If you are surrounded by thieves, what are you? What are you? And for how long will you be surrounded by thieves until people start thinking that maybe, just maybe. I'm just saying.
Only.
EFCC traces 2.1 billion naira to Patient Jonathan's dead mom's account. They went to her dead mom's account. They found 2.1 billion naira.
From heaven, they are still stealing our money.
See, this is what I'm thinking. This is my issue. This is my
no.
issue. The pension of market women must have changed since my grandmother retired. Because I went to my grandmother's account. I didn't find this kind of the pension of market.
She has 2 billion.
Can you imagine that? Yeah? Can you imagine that?
This is how good to
It's time for your email. It's time for your email. Tomato Joss, welcome back. The fact that we crossed the 300 episode doesn't mean that you are now like a wife that is settled with you can still be.
It's cold outside, eh?
So that's why you can't wear uniform. What about the doctor himself? I know my car has AC and all those things and your car doesn't. But the fact is that when you come in here,
Doctor, let's not lie to our
okay.
people. I don't have a car. Let's not lie.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought I'd give you something to... Okay.
Is it enough?
Talk to me.
They won't buy my
After
Ferrari.
the show, talk to me. No, you have to start with small car. something small. You know, you can't just go that high. All right. So do we have emails today?
Everyday doctor.
Okay, let's hear them, please.
All right. Our first email is from Lambert Kevin in Kumba North West region of Cameroon.
Cameroon. You know, we have people there. You know, yeah. Go ahead.
And he writes,
Yes.
Hello, doctor.
Yes, my man.
Thank you very much for healing the wounds of the wounded.
We tried.
I just pray you continue in this spirit. Please, Doc,
Yes.
can you investigate what is happening in Cameroon and tell us? Thanks.
Cameroon, you know, thank you, my friend. You know, Cameroon is a special case. You know, I've been looking at this. At first, I thought that this Leticha's boy, French President Macron, you know, that he will restructure the relationship between France and these former colonial powers in Africa. But the man is acting as if he doesn't care. He said it's not negotiable. So the thing is that it's now left for the people of Cameroon to sustain their fight for freedom. Now, those abroad should lead this charge. That's what I think. If they need help, they should talk to the people from the Gambia. Don't you think so? Because they were able to make a change in their country.
Yeah.
And talk to Kipinero. She's on this case. I just come and see. Sasha, connect them, you know. Next.
Okay, our second email is from David in Lagos.
Oh, David is my friend. Yeah,
Your friend?
Yeah, my very good friend.
Okay,
yeah.
let's see.
We know I told you, yeah.
Let's see. He writes,
Yeah.
Hello, Dr. Damages.
Yes, ma'am.
And crew. I think every episode of this show is a memorable one.
Wow, I see what I'm
But the
talking about.
most memorable
Yeah.
for me was the day my first email was read on the show.
Oh.
And on first attempt.
You see, it doesn't happen very
That
often.
was on episode 284.
Oh, he remembers. Wow.
I felt like I won the lottery.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Please, Doc.
Yes.
I want you to at least diagnose the cause of monkeypox in Nigeria.
Hey,
Why are you laughing?
David, no.
It's not done yet.
I have
Keep
the
up the
solution.
good work until we meet someday.
Yeah, my friend David, you know, this is the issue. Monkeypox is caused by all the monkey businesses that we do in that country. It's certain is that it afflicted the small people instead of the big people, the big powerful people in Abuja and Lagos. Those who are stealing like $25 billion. Those are the people that if I see monkeypox attacking, I won't have any problem. Now I have to go down there and deal with, this issue that the people are suffering from. It's a certain. Anyway, next.
Our third and final email is
Already?
from Patricia.
Patricia.
Akiwombo, RN, MSN, CCDS, CCN.
What? How many
The
degrees?
list goes on.
How many degrees do you have?
PDP.
You know I
I'm on my
have like
second.
second. You have still planning the second. I have
I'm on my second.
6. I'm going for the next one. Okay.
You have 6.
6, yeah. Fellow, family of surgery. Fellow this, fellow that. Let's not go there. But I like this is my fellow.
I would like to see some receipts, but
medical professional. Yeah, Patricia. What does she want?
Okay, she writes, "Hi, doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
My hubby and I love your show.
You see what I'm talking
hubby.
about?
See?
They work together. You know?
We watch it every week.
Wow.
Thanks for the information on Africa that you provide. You are doing a wonderful job.
Oh.
Tomato Just is very entertaining with her loud laugh.
Some people put something in their ears to cover up, you know what I mean?
Enemy of progress. She's not done.
Okay.
You see? Yeah. We want you to keep up the good work. Taken from page 419. We love it.
Thank you so much, Patricia. Thank you. We appreciate this kind of emails. It gives us the strength to continue. We don't know, maybe for 2 more episodes. But as the great prophet said,
I don't know.
We are because you are. And you are because we are. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. Keep watching. That's all the time we have for emails. Please keep sending your emails to drdamages@gmail.com and follow us on Twitter at
Dr. Damages
and at Instagram at
Dr. Damages.
Now, here's my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book This American Life. And it says, if you stop telling your friends everything, your enemies won't know so much. I don't know who wrote that thing, but it's wonderful.
Doctor?
Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You hear yourself.
Thank you. So, for those who I'll come to you. Let me talk to my people first. I'll be in Abuja on November 16th and 17th for the Satire Festival. So if you are in Abuja, come to Sheraton Hotel and come. Let's talk. Let's see. Those Nigerian politicians. Let's see if they can laugh at themselves. Yeah. Tomato Just, how are you doing?
Oh, now you want to come?
Yeah, well, I know. I just wanted to pass that message, to them.
Are you taking your nurse with you?
Are you? Do you have visa to West Africa? I'm just saying.
Doctor.
Your passport, because I know your country is not yet in compliance.
Class flight.
Your country. Do you have visa passport, the ECOWAS passport? No, because I don't think.
Has the blue passport.
That doesn't mean anything. That one you need visa to come to Nigeria. I'm talking about because this is.
Not if you know the right people. Thank you.
Hey!
What to just?
Thank you.
I forgot. You know the video, but now if you know the video, you should be careful.
We are acquitted.
Acquitted. Money pass. Money.
Cash money.
Cash.
Money talk.
Once you show money, you are acquitted without trial.